There's a lot of very interesting things going on in the used vehicle market, and some of it has to do with electric vehicles. Even if you're not interested in electric vehicle, there's some factors that are at play. First of all, in general, there's a big demand for used vehicles overall, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that prices are dropping. And as prices drop, it's the old saying, supply and demand, right? If you have more supply and lower prices, you're going to have more people wanting to buy. People are starting to see that used vehicles are a good option compared to new vehicles that have become so expensive. So there's a demand for vehicles overall, and used cars are really being snapped up. Now, what about electric vehicles? Well, this is a great article from Automotive News, an industry insider publication, saying that used EVs could be the answer for consumers seeking affordability. These cars are dirt cheap. Used EVs are the biggest, first, best kept secret out there for consumers. It's because that the depreciation on them was so huge that they're really cheap, and you can get an incentive, a kickback on used EVs from the government. Used EVs are a huge opportunity. There's a lot of availability of those vehicles. Lots of people are not going after them. It's a great vehicle. Most shoppers don't know they want an EV because they don't know they can afford one. A lot of people think that it's going to be too expensive. But these vehicles are a lot more affordable. We've seen Hertz is dumping their entire EV inventory. Their Chevy. Your video will be back in 8 seconds. In the meantime, remember, you have access to live one-on-one consultation, undivided attention of a licensed certified expert in this subject and many others. We want to listen to your story. We want to hear your questions and give you expert advisement of your options. We want to tell you what we know about your situation and what options you have. Now back to your video. Bolts that are 1 or 2 years old with low mileage for $12,000, $13,000, $14,000. There are used Teslas for $25,000. There's also going to be a lot more of them that will be eligible for a tax credit. Here's why. The tax credit from the federal government of $4,000 means the vehicle has to be 2 years old. Well, in another month or so, it'll be 2025. That means 2023 vehicles will now be eligible for a tax credit. Why is that important? Well, it's just another year, but not just any year. From 2020, 21, and 22, there was a shortage of new vehicles being produced. Remember the pandemic? Remember supply chain? The dog remembered the supply chain, and you should too, because in 2021 and 22, there weren't a lot of vehicles produced. 2023, there was a sharp spike in production of EVs, which means now there will be a lot more available in the used car market that will now have this incentive. So even if you're not that interested in a used electric vehicle, before you discount it totally, look at the pricing. Check out the Hertz inventory that's being dumped into the marketplace. Look at your local dealer. Look on eBay. Look on Auto Trader. See what they sell for. Look, if you still hate them and don't want one, that's great. But before you dismiss it totally, see how much cheaper it could be from a gas vehicle, maybe for a second or third car, to see if it might be worth something considering, even if you weren't initially looking for an electric vehicle. Thank you for watching another video at actualhuman.com and describe.tv. Remember, if you have questions or comments about our videos, put them in the link below. Also, remember that you have availability and access to live one-on-one question and answer consultation with a licensed expert in a number of fields: investigations, insurance, surety bonds, civil court mediation, even things like real estate records research, real estate brokers, real estate mortgage lenders. In addition, you're going to find that experts are available in business segments, business development, marketing, advertising, certified licensed experts. So if you do find this content valuable and you want to delve more deeply into a subject, you can't ask YouTube a question, right? But if you want to talk to somebody live, an actual human, use the link below. Thanks for watching.